Welcome back to the Crypto's Key Conversation. I wanted to start with Dennis Porter's tweet here. It says, breaking, the state of California has introduced a bill to make Bitcoin legal tender. There's never been a more important time to contact your local elected officials. Please use the tool below to let them know you support Bitcoin legal tender in the USA. So this is huge, a little positive. So now just to get into the main topic of discussion for this video. So the 2012 Ripple memos have been the talk of the town for the past couple of days. And now that we know they're unsealed, just a quick update. This is Stuart Alderati. This is General Counsel for Ripple. And he had tweeted on the 18th, the conclusion of these now public 2012 memos is clear. XRP do not constitute securities. The fact that Ripple had the foresight to seek legal advice from a prominent firm in 2012 in the absence of clear case law and 5 years before the SEC even started talking about digital assets should be applauded. So obviously we know that XRP isn't a security, and now that these memos have came to support Ripple's fair notice position within the cases, it's extremely powerful. So moving on here, Johnny Deaton put up a thread. I thought it was super powerful. He says, on June 14, 2018, Hinman gave the Ether is no longer a security speech, as we call the Ethereum Free Pass. The law firm Perkins Coie helped write the speech. Perkins Coie lawyers were very familiar with Ripple and XRP, considering they were the ones who informed Chris Larson in 2012 that XRP was not a security. He continues down here, he says, Perkins Coie's connection and knowledge of XRP is significant. They evaluated XRP in 2012, a time when XRP was most likely to be a security, if ever. And the Perkins Coie lawyers determined it was not. Now fast forward 6 years to 2018 and watch and listen to this. So we're going to take a listen to this right here.
What's interesting is I don't think Ether is decentralized. I think it's fully functional, but I don't think it's decentralized. But the chairman, the division director said it's decentralized. So, hey, look at the metrics for Ether. And hey, you do a little better than that, hey.
Then why isn't Ripple?
Yeah, and I wonder if they would have said that 3 years back. I mean, now they came back and said Ether is not, it's not a security, but, it's now. How about 3 years back? Would they have the same answer?
There's no question. Ethereum violated the law in the SEC's view when it issued its tokens. He said that in the speech, even though consensus says, oh, no, that's not what he said. That's what he said. But then he said, look, the securities laws really, it doesn't add anything now because Ether is decentralized. Again, not. Yeah, exactly. So it's a long process.
So Johnny Deaton continues on down here. He says, when Wotas, who participated in Perkins Coie, stated all the project needed to do was show it was slightly more decentralized than Ether and it would be free from SEC securities. Co-panelist Wendy Moore of Perkins Coie added, then why isn't Ripple? Sums it up perfectly. So it's quite evident. We know as investors in XRP, people that's been following the case, we see what's been happening. We see that them trying to slam the door on the rest of the digital assets, everything outside of Ethereum and Bitcoin. They're trying to set up, like a monopoly when it comes to, Ethereum and its capabilities, and, trying to suppress certain and redact certain information so it never surfaces to the public. You have the Bill Hinman Ethereum Free Pass speech and just so much other shady stuff happening. And all in all, they come out of nowhere, drop a lawsuit days before Christmas in 2020 to claim that XRP is a security when they know dang well they didn't even think or know XRP was a security. And still to this day, they can't even tell you if Ethereum's a security, let alone let XRP be a security, but they drop a lawsuit on it. So that's kind of what we're dealing with, which is crazy. Came across this article from Am Crypto that I thought was interesting. I wanted to go through it. It says, Ripple versus SEC. Is SEC getting ready to throw Hinman under the bus? Coming down here says the Security and Exchange Commissioners might be taking a different approach to winning this everlasting feud with the fintech firm Ripple. More of an indirect route to counter Ripple's mode strategy. Herein, Ripple had filed a letter of motion to compel SEC to turn over notes, although the SEC refused to do so, cited deliberative process privilege, so the DPP, and we know that. So who's under the bus this time? The SEC plaintiff on 17th of February submitted the motion for partial reconsideration and clarification of Magistrate Judge Netburn's DPP ruling. It concluded a single clean draft of a 14th of June 2018 speech delivered by Bill Hinman, the Ethereum Free Pass speech, former director of SEC Division of Corporate Finance. However, the aforementioned filing cited that the speech wasn't Hinman's personal opinion. It was more directed to convey the Department of Corporate Finance's position on digital assets. It says court-based its decisions on a single document relating to the speech, one that defendants chose to highlight for the court, the report noted, but did not consider the 67 other emails with attached drafts of speech prior to the court on defendants' motions. It added, this is quote, these documents demonstrated that it wasn't merely peripheral to actual policy formation. It was in fact an essential link to the SEC's deliberative process with respect to Ether. Hinman's speech was used by the SEC staff to provide market guidance. One could rely on the views of its division of corporate finance. The move left the industry in a dilemma over the status quo of Ethereum and other digital assets. As a regulating authority continued to flip tables, crypto Twitter had similar negative criticism. So coming down here says, James K. Flynn's tweet says, the SEC has filed a motion for reconsideration on clarification of Magistrate Judge Netberg's DPP ruling. And then he goes, anybody find it ironic that the SEC is asking for clarity? So coming out here, Johnny Deaton has a tweet and he's responding to Bills here. Bill says, so now the SEC Gov say that not only was Hinman's speech used by SEC staff to provide market guidance, but that by SEC regulations could be relied on representing the views of the SEC Corporate Finance Division. So not a personal opinion, a moving feast. So then Johnny Deaton says, I said it for a year. The SEC lawyers are 100% transactional. They will say whatever it takes to win a particular argument, no matter how inconsistent the argument is with other statements or arguments they previously made. And I mean, we've seen that. So here goes Jeremy Hogan. It says, Jeremy Hogan, a partner at Hogan & Hogan, expressed a ripple and their representatives could indeed benefit from this crazy move from the plaintiff. He quotes, now, the speech wasn't Hinman's personal opinion at all, but intended to convey the Department of Corporate Finance position on digital assets. In the legal world, this is crazy as it gets. The Ripple lawyers must be chomping at the bit. Overall, the act of the plaintiffs was now growing concerns for the industry in general. Can defendant take advantage? Well, let's wait and watch as the ball was in their court. So we'll see, man. This is crazy that this is happening. So obviously this is just a quick touch up on kind of what's been going on with this whole unsealing of the memos. And obviously we know all it does is strengthen Ripple's position within the case. Now the SEC is completely flipping things, contradicting themselves again. It's just a bunch of messiness. So which is kind of a wait and see what happens. Now to transition in, we've been talking a lot about what's going on with Gary Gensler and, the SEC's plan of attack when it comes to the crypto space. Now they're not just coming after digital assets. They're coming after the platforms and the exchanges. So obviously we've seen this. The SEC hits BlockFi with a $100 million penalty, right? So then we've seen this a while back, and this was back in 2021. Coinbase was planning to do their lending product, and when they did, it says Coinbase drops planned lend program after SEC warning. So the SEC said it would sue Coinbase should the exchange launch lend. So they were trying to do it the right way, trying to reach out to the SEC to say, hey, we want to do this, and boom, they were hit with a warning like, hey, if you do that, we're coming after you. So now you have this crypto lender Nexo to stop paying interest on new deposits from U.S. customers. So there goes another platform that's being hit. And John Deaton had a great tweet here that hit it on the head. So it says the crypto world is not doing what it should. It should unite versus the SEC. Celsius Network is next. Coinbase, Kraken, FX, Crypto.com will be sued. Gary Gensler decided he and the SEC will regulate crypto, not the CFTC. He's going to establish jurisdiction through enforcement. So I've been talking about this divide that we have between the different projects and the different communities. At the end of the day, we are all on the same team. Jeremy Hogan said it the best. We are all on the same team. And yeah, we may not like each other at times, and we may argue here and there. The whole point is we are one crypto community. This is the blockchain technology, just as cryptocurrency, the crypto market, the crypto sector. So it's us against those that are against us. And the SEC is clear. They made it quite clear that they are against this innovation and this technology and what it has to offer. So we have to stand up for what's right. So now to kind of end on some positive, we're going to come through some stuff here. Hassan always has great tweets. He says, Ethereum falls into a coma while XRP skyrockets while the wings of the two memos that have been unsealed. So that just kind of goes in what we've been talking about with these memos. Obviously, we don't want Ethereum to fail. I invest in Ethereum. I have a lot of high hopes and high conviction for Ethereum. But it's good to see XRP kind of doing some movement. Now, Crypto Bull, This is quite interesting. He says hashtag XRP is about to break a 6-month resistance. I think something huge is about to happen. So just clicking in here, you can kind of take a look at this. And then he got it on the, I think this is on the day. This is XRP to Bitcoin the 1 day on Bitstamp. So you can tell right here, it can be huge. We break this and knock it down as, come back and test it as support and bounce off as strong. So coming over here, he says, as the SEC versus Ripple case comes to an end, the XRP price chart is ready to explode. So look at this one. Obviously, what is this, a descending wedge? I don't know all the technical terms or whatever. But anyways, this is a triangle. We've obviously been bouncing around in here. Now we're kind of getting to the end. Like, are we going to continue to go to the end here? Or are we just going to break out of it and create, start creating new all-time highs for our current market cycle and break our old previous all-time highs from the previous cycle? We've all been waiting for that. But I want to thank Crypto Bull for kind of putting up this. That's some good excitement and motivating stuff to see right there. I wanted to end on this. This is from Tag XRP, just kind of retweeting Brad Garlinghouse's quote here. There's no scenario though that we are going to settle unless there is an absolute certainty about what is XRP on a go forward basis. So pretty much it doesn't matter what the SEC tries to throw out there. If we don't get the regulatory clarity we need in regards of Ripple and XRP status, sorry, there ain't going to be a settlement. And quite honestly, Ripple doesn't even need to settle. It seems like their case is extremely strong. It'd be nice if they can settle and all terms will be solid. We get the regulatory clarity we need to move forward. But at the end of the day, if Ripple doesn't get what they want, they have a strong case. Hey, take it all the way. But huge, we need absolute certainty about what is XRP on a go forward basis. Hands down. With all that being said, sure song out there. Be safe.